So Chanakya Academy is registered under GST in the state of Uttar Pradesh. The academy runs the following education institution: Keshav Institute of Technology, a private engineering college in Ghaziabad. KIT also runs distance learning postgraduate engineering program. Exams for such programs are conducted in selected cities at the centers appointed by KIT. All the engineering courses, including the distance learning postgraduate engineering program run by KIT, are recognized by law. So it will come under which category institute? So category 1 education institution, 2 or 3. So it will be coming under category 2 education institution. That is education for obtaining a qualification recognized by law. Next, second, Little Millennium. Little Millennium, a preschool in Lucknow. So Little Millennium, a preschool in Lucknow. So preschool will come under category 1. And Bright Minds, a coaching center in Kanpur. The institute provides coaching for Institute of Banking Personnel Probationary Officers exam. So that is not an educational institution. Not an educational institution. Point number 4, Spring Model. Spring Model, a higher secondary school affiliated to CBSE board. The academy provides the following detail relating to the expenses incurred by various institutions run by it. So Spring Model is affiliated to CBSE board. Therefore, it will be coming under category 1 institution. Now, so they are having four institutions. In that, third one is not at all an education institution, and remaining category 2 and category 1. The academy provides the following details relating to expenses incurred, which means these are their inward supplies. These are their inward supplies. So we need to see services provided to an education institution for the exemption. It is not service provided by education institution, it is service provided to education institution exemption. We need to see that is a transportation, housekeeping, catering, etc. Now, table number 1, printing services for printing the question papers. So KIT is category 2, Little Millennium category 1, Bright Minds not an education institution, and Spring Model is category 1. Printing service for printing the question papers, paper and content are provided by the institution. So it will come under conduct of examination. So admission to an education institution or conduct of examination of such institution is exempted. So it will come under conduct of exam. So conduct of exam, all 3 category institutions is exempted. Services provided by the conduct of exam, all 3 category institutions it is exempted. But Bright Minds, not a coaching center, therefore it will be taxable. And what is the rate at which we need to pay GST? So below this table they have given the rates. Rate of GST on goods is 12%, catering service is 5%, and all other services is 18%. So on goods it is 12, catering service 5, other service 18. So in this case it is 18%. So 1,50,000 into 18%. So 27,000 is the GST payable in this case on inward supply, that is on their expenses. Whereas second, paper procured for printing the question papers. Paper is supply of goods. For supply of goods, we don't have any exemption. It is only conduct of examination, that is service. So therefore, in this case, it is not exempted. It will be taxable. In all cases, it will be taxable. And 12% is the rate because it is paper. Supply of goods is taxable at 12%. So we don't have any exemption. 4,30,000 into 12%. 51,600. 2,58,000 into 12%. So 30,960 and 3,44,000 into 12%. 41,280. So this is their GST liability. Then honorarium to paper setters and examiners not on the rolls of the institution. So honorarium paid to paper setters not on the rolls of the institution will also come under, if it is under the rolls of the institution, then it is not a supply. Employee to employer in the course of employment. It is not in the rolls of the institution, which means that they are external people. So whatever money that is payable will be services. So then it is also coming under conduct of examination. So therefore it is exempted. Conduct of examination. Conduct of examination of such institution. Then rent for exam centers. taken on rent like schools etc. for conducting examination again. So schools are giving the premises on rent to the institution for conducting the exams. So that will also come under conduct of exam. It is exempted. But when it comes to Bright Minds is not an education institution. This third column is not an education institution. That will be taxable. So 1 lakh into what is the rate of GST? 18%, because it is services. So 18,000 rupees will be taken as the GST liability. Subscription for online educational journals. So online educational journals only for category 2 it is exempted, whereas category 1 it will be taxable. Only for category 2 it is exempted. So in these 3 cases it will be taxable, and it is being services. How subscription of online periodicals and journals is services? Of course, only if it is physical copy it is books, goods. But otherwise online periodical journals, so it's online, so it will be coming under services only. So 80,000 into 18%, that is 14,400. 2,20,000 into 18%, 39,600. 2,40,000 into 18%, 43,200. So this will be the GST liability. And then higher charges for buses used to transport students, faculty from their residence back to the institution. So transportation services provided to category 1 education institution is only exempted. So therefore this category 1 institution is only exempted. Category 1 institution is only exempted, and category 2, or if it is not an education institution, it will be taxable. So 4,80,000 into what is the rate? So this is service charges 18%. So 86,400, and 1,30,000 into 18%, that is 23,400. Okay. Then catering service. Catering service is also exempted only if it is a category 1 education institution. Catering service for running a canteen in the campus for the students. Catering service for KIT include a sum of 60,000. So for catering at a student event organized in a banquet hall, wherever it may be, category 2 we don't have any exemption. So category 2 will be taxable. Category 1 is only exempted. That is that Little Millennium and the Spring Model. So in the other 2 cases it will be taxable, but remember the rate is 5%. Because it's a catering service, the rate is 5%. So 16,000 rupees and 1,80,000 into 5%, that is 9,000 rupees. So this is the liability. Then security and housekeeping services. Security and housekeeping service is also exempted only in case of category 1. But category 2 it will be taxable. Related to category 1 they gave one special point, you see. Security and housekeeping service for the Spring Model include a sum of 80,000 rupees payable for security and housekeeping at a student event organized in a banquet hall outside the campus. See, first of all, security and housekeeping services to an education institution means, so within the premises, within the education institution only. If that education institution is conducting an event, for that event, if they provide security services, so that will not be coming under the exemption. That will be taxable. Okay. So therefore, out of this 4,65,000, we need to divide that into 2. That is 80k and remaining. So 465 minus 80, that is 385k will be exempted. Okay. So 385 is exempted, whereas this 80k will be taxable. Why? So because that 80,000 rupees is with respect to a student event organized somewhere else, but that is not directly provided to an education institution, so that will be taxable. Whereas this 4 lakhs fully it is exempted, no doubt. So 6 lakhs into 18%. Okay. So that is 1,08,000, 1,08,000, 3,75,000 into 18%, 67,500, and here 80,000 into 18%, 14,400. So these are the total GST paid on inward supply. So we need to do the total related to this. So first with respect to this KIT, so whatever is the liabilities, that only will be taken. So 51,600 plus 86,400 plus 16,000 plus 1,08,000. So that is 2,62,000. So this is the GST paid on inward supply. Then with respect to Little Millennium 14,400 only, all others are exempted. so 14,400. And then in case of bright minds, everything is taxable wherever it is coming. So 27,000 plus 30,960 plus 18,000 plus 39,600 plus 23,400 plus 9,000 plus 67,500 is 2,15,460. Whereas in the last case, so spring model 41,280 plus 43,200 plus 14,400, that is 98,880. 98,880. Okay. So now 2,62,000, 14,400, 2,15,460, 98,880. These are the GST paid on inward supply. And the Academy further provides the following details relating to the receipts of various institutions run by it during the period April to September. So this is their outward supply detail. KIT is exempted. Why? Sir, category any services, let it be tuition fee or transport fee. Any service provided by an education institution is exempted. KIT being an educational institution, so it is exempted. Little Millennium is also an educational institution, exempted. Spring Model is also an educational institution, exempted. So therefore, ITC cannot be availed with respect to 2,62,000. Why? Because as their outward supply is exempted, they cannot avail ITC with respect to the inward supply. Okay. Then Little Millennium is also exempted, so therefore this 14,400 cannot be taken as credit. Okay. Then Spring Model is exempted, so this 98,880 cannot be taken as credit. Whereas Bright Minds is taxable. So we need to pay GST on the Bright Minds. How much? 20 lakhs plus 1,30,000, 21,30,000 into 18%. So we need to pay 3,83,400. Can we enjoy this 2,15,460 as credit? Yes, ITC can be availed unless otherwise there is any blocked credit. So here, if you see from the beginning, printing services, not a block credit, paper, not a block credit, honorarium, rent, subscription, hire charges for buses, hiring, renting and leasing of buses. So if they purchase a bus, can they take as ITC? Yes. So hiring of bus also they can take ITC. So not a blocked credit. Catering service, yes. So supply of food and beverages, outdoor catering is a blocked credit, not coming under the exceptions. Therefore, this will be ITC not available. 9,000 rupees ITC not available. Security and housekeeping, we don't have any restriction in case of block credits. So therefore, except 9,000 means 2,15,460 minus 9,000, remaining you can enjoy the credit. So 2,06,460. Now when you reduce 2,06,460 from 3,83,400, the remaining 1,76,940 is the net liability. So this is how we need to arrive at the answer for this. So they are asking, determine the amount of GST paid on services received. That we have determined. Compute the net GST liability. Okay. And all necessary conditions for availing the ITC have been complied. So this question, I think it is asked for 10 marks. So 10 marks they have asked this question in the MTP. So this is a standard question on the exemptions related to education services that can be asked for 10 marks. Okay. Question number 105 you take. Question number 105. A very good question it is. Question number 105. So please have a look into that question. GTA Services. It's a very interesting question. XYZ Limited New Delhi manufactures biscuits under the brand name Tasty Picks. Biscuits are supplied to wholesalers and distributors located across India on free on road basis from warehouse of the company located at New Delhi. The company uses multiple modes of transport for supplying the biscuits to its customers spread across the country. The transportation cost is shown as a line item in the invoice and is billed to the customers with a markup of 2% on the total amount of freight paid inclusive of taxes. So what they are doing is that, so they are incurring some transportation cost for transporting the goods to their customers, so transporting biscuits to their customers, and this transportation cost is added as one of the line item in the value of supply. So and they are charging it to the recipient. And when they are adding, they are not adding the transportation cost. They are adding the transportation cost plus a markup. But when they are adding the markup, they are adding markup on the total freight paid plus taxes. So on that 2% is being added. Flour used for the production process is procured from vendors located in Madhya Pradesh on ex-factory basis. The company engages GTA to transport the flour from factories of the vendors to its factory located in New Delhi. You need to know that transportation of food grains including flours, pulses, milk and salt is exempted. Flour, rice flour, gram flour, etc. is there na? So that transportation is exempted actually. That is notified goods, specified goods. Its transportation is exempted. Keep that in record, mind. Then the company engages GTA, this we have seen. The company has provided the following data relating to transportation of biscuits and flour for the month of April 2019. First, for sales within NCR region 20 lakhs, the company arranged a local minivan belonging to an individual and paid him 54,000. So for this is their first sales within NCR, that is their first sales. And what is the sale value? 20 lakhs. They arranged a local minivan belonging to an individual and paid him 54,000. Actually this 54,000 rupees is exempted. Why this 54,000 is exempted? So it is not GTA, it is not courier. Transportation of goods by road other than GTA or courier is exempted. Therefore it is exempted. Then on that 54,000 there is no GST. How much will be added? 54,000 plus 2%. 54,000 plus 2%. So 55,080 will be added as a line item. Okay. And next one, for sales to location in distant states, 1 crore 78 lakhs. So this is the next sales. The company booked the goods by Indian Railways and paid a rail freight of 3 lakh 17,000. Transportation of goods by railways. Only specified goods exempted, other goods will be taxable. What is that they are selling? Are they selling flours or selling biscuits? Selling biscuits. Means what is transported by railways is biscuits. Is biscuits specified goods? Notified goods? No. Because it will not come under agricultural produce, it will not come under food grains, it will not come under organic manure, relief materials, defense equipments. No, nowhere it is covered. Therefore, this is not specified goods. Only transportation of specified goods by railways is exempted. But transportation of other than specified goods by railways is not exempted. So that will be taxable. That will be taxable. Okay. So then this 3,17,000 will be taxable. So what is that we need to do? So first on 3,17,000, what is the rate of GST? So assume that the rate of GST on transportation of goods and biscuits is 12%. So transportation of goods service is taxable at 5%. Sale of biscuits is taxable at 12%. So now transportation, this is taxable at 5%. So how much will be charged as a line item? 3,17,000 plus 5%. So 3,32,850. That is the freight including GST. On that freight including GST, you will add a markup. What is that markup that you will be adding? Plus 2%. So that is 3,39,507 will be added as a markup. So it is added as a line item in the invoice. Then for sales to locations in neighboring states, 55 lakhs. This is the third sales. The company booked the goods by goods carrier GTA and paid a freight of 3,73,000. So GTA Services 3,73,000. So definitely it will be taxable. And what will be added as a line item? That is 3,73,000 plus 5% is the GST. On which so 2% will be added. So 3,99,483. Now we don't know, sir, whether GTA is paying GST or not. Only when it is given that GTA is paying GST, you take under FCM, otherwise it will be RCM only. And then for purchase of flour, now these three are over. Now they have given the purchase data. This 3 is over. They have given the purchase data. This is the sales data. So sales data we will pay GST and we will be adding that as a line item. with a markup. Okay. Now, for purchase of floor from Madhya Pradesh, 25 lakhs, the company booked the goods by GTA and paid a freight of 55,000 rupees. Floor. So, transportation of floor. So, is specified goods, notified goods. Therefore, it will be exempted. This 55,000 is exempted. Transportation of butter, for purchase of butter from Punjab, the company booked the goods by a GTA and paid a road freight of 35,000 rupees. So transportation of food grains, flours, pulses, milk and salt, not milk products. Milk is only exempted. So milk products will be taxable. So this 35,000 will be taxable. For local purchase of baking powder is not flours. Okay, so flours are like related to the food grains. So that is gram flour and rice flour, that one only. Baking powder will not be coming under flours. The company booked the GTA in a single carriage and paid a road freight of 1,500. So it is not exempted under specified goods, but it is exempted under another point where the freight paid does not exceed 1,500 rupees. So per carriage. Therefore, this 1,500 rupees will be exempted. Then, so this is the purchase data that is given. Purchase data, purchases. Now for transferring the biscuits, open market value 4 lakhs to one of its sister concern in Rajasthan. So they have booked a GTA and paid a road freight of 40,000 rupees. Sir, whether this 40,000 rupees will be taxable? Yes, this freight will be taxable, GTA services. But should we add GST as a line item? As a line item, should we add this in the invoice? So for that, you need to check the question again. So the transportation cost is shown as a line item in the invoice and billed to customers. It is not billed to customers. It is to their sister concern. How it will be called as billed to customers? So therefore, this will not be added in the invoice. Not added in invoice. Okay. This will be not added in invoice. Because it is not to their customers. So therefore, you should not add this in the invoice. Okay. Now, up to this we understood. Now the requirement. Based on the particulars given above, compute the GST payable on the amount paid for transportation by XYZ Limited when it avails the service of different transporters. So on the freight they are asking what is the GST on inward supply. First, whichever freight you have, you take. That is whichever I mentioned as taxable. 3,17,000 plus 3,73,000 plus 35,000 plus 40,000. All these are freights which are taxable at the same rate. What is the rate? 5%. Into 5%, 38,250. 38,250 is the answer for the first part of the question. Second, compute GST charge on transportation cost billed by the company to its customers. Compute the GST charged on transportation cost billed by the company to its customers. Okay. So now what will be taken as this? GST charged on transportation cost billed by the company to its customers. Sir, 3 sales, only 3 sales. First 3 sales, correct? On the 3 sales, they are asking GST charged on transportation cost, only transportation cost. Only transportation cost, what is the GST charge? Now, this transportation cost is included in the value of invoice. Then, whatever is the rate applicable to biscuits, that should be taken. Don't take 5%. So, first you paid, and on that GST also paid. Then, plus 2% you are adding these 3 numbers. On these 3 numbers, so 12% we need to pay. So, 55,080 plus 3,39,507 plus 3,99,483. So this 3 will be included in the invoice value. Means whatever is the rate applicable to the biscuits, that will be applicable on that into 12%. So 95,288.4. 95,288.4 to 288. 38,250 and 95,288. Okay. So let's see the answer for this. Question number 105. See here. So 38,250 GST paid on freight. GST paid on freight 38,250. Then they are adding the markup 95,288.4. We got 288.4 is rounded off to 289 here. Okay. So 95,289 it has been taken. So what is that we did? Three numbers. In the first case no GST. Then after adding GST 2% on that, that will be taxable at 12%. Okay. So this is a very good question and not asked in exams. So definitely it can come in exam. So this is purely out and out related to transportation services, exemptions, and thereafter valuation is also connected in this. Okay.